Welcome back to the Electricians 2 channel. Today, guys, I've been gone for a while. Now I'm back. I've been very busy. And reason being that from when we were during the COVID period, the last COVID period, when we were shut down, and we opened back up again, I picked up a lot of business, passed some old clients and some new ones. And now, since we're on the verge of shutting down again, it seems as though everybody calling me now to get things done before we go in limbo like we did once before. And I guess things pile up and, but anyway, I've been very busy. And I'm sure most of you have too. So, I just thought I'd do a video. I have a little downtime now, and I just thought I'd do a video today. And this video is between my newest meter, I should say fork clamp meter by Ideal Industries, model number 61-405. It's Ideal Industries 61-405. It's the one to your left. Now, the one to your right is sold by HT Instruments. And HT Instruments is a company, they make some very nice instruments, test instruments, just like Ideal do. But they seem to have a few more variety of test instruments than Ideal does at the moment. Now, this fork clamp meter, amperage meter by HT, it's a rebrand. I don't know who's the original manufacturer of it. If one of you guys know, let me know. Leave it in the comment. But I've seen this, a lot of other companies sell the same clamp meter under different model numbers and different names. I think Greenlee has one out, Mega has one out. Oh my goodness, there's a few more. Mega has one, say Greenlee. Hold on a minute, I do have the paper here. I think that's it. I want to say Etch Tech, right, they have one. I think Klein had one that kind of looks like that, I believe. I'm not sure. But I do know Greenlee, HT, Mega, and Etch Tech has one. The same instrument right here, sold under different model numbers and different names. Now, guys, before I get into that, if it's your first time viewing the channel, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe button. If you're going to subscribe, hit the icon, the bell icon on the side, so that you will receive notifications of all of my upcoming videos, and it will put you in the feed to receive. That you will be receiving periodically of my past videos too, and you'll be getting a chance to see all those too. So, and or share the video too. That would be what I mean by to support the channel. That's what I'm talking about. So, and it's for free. I'm not asking for your money. I just want your your support. So by doing that, guys, you support the channel. Help the channel grow. Share the video too if you know someone else who can get some value out of this. And I love to hear your comments about the things that I review. You may know of a tool, or you may even have a tool that I'm reviewing, and I would love to hear your story on it. So don't forget to leave that comment. Now, anyway, moving on. I do have a little test. I have for the second time. I have my microwave in here. My wife allowed me to use it. I want to use this as our test. We're going to test the amperage on this microwave, our testing device. A device to use for testing, and we're going to test the Ideal. We're going to test the HT, and we're going to just see how accurate both of them are. But what I'm going to do before we even get to that, I'm going to use a regular clamp meter and see what is the amperage, and we're going to use that as a reference point, okay, and see which one of these two can match up to that. Now, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use two two reliable clamp meters that I trust, that I do trust the measurement value that it's going to display. So let me get it out, get one out. I'm going to use my fluke here, and I'm going to use my Amperage. And I'm going to use that for a test reference to go by. Okay, so I'm going to turn the fluke on. I'm going to turn the fluke on. And put that right there. And I'm going to use the amp probe too. Okay, AC. I'm going to have to hold the amp probe. I think I do. Let me see if you guys can see that right quickly. So I'll move this camera here. Take the light off this camera. Hold on a second. I mean the light off that. Maybe you guys can see. Let me bring this down a little. Okay, so what I'm going to do, wow, guys, I'm trying to fix it where you guys can really see this. I'm gonna have to just hold one and let you guys see the other, but give me a second so I can kind of adjust this thing a little bit, and that's going to be the reference point that we are going to use. Okay, so let me turn the microwave on, and what is this one saying right? Oh, it's on hold. We don't need that. It should have zeroed itself out. 0.10 amps. I don't like how that looked. It's not even on. But anyway, let me turn the microwave on, and we're going to use that for our reference number. All right. We'll put it on 30 seconds. Okay. $14.7 on both of them. That's what we're going to do. Amps. Okay, so they both, the HT and the Ideal, are going to have to reach 14 amps. 14.7 amps. We're going to use that. Okay, so you see 14, well, it's going off now, but it was 14.7. All right. So we're going to see which one that let's see which one. I'm gonna bring this back here a minute. Put it here, fix it back like we had it, and we're gonna see which one that can reach 14.7 or come the closest to it. But let me give you a little information on both of these fork meters, or split jaw meters. That's what they call split jaw amperage meters, testers. Anyway, the Ideal, this have a lot of features on it. Okay, first of all, I have a backlight. I mean a flashlight. Have a hold button. They have a backlight here. They have AC, DC voltage. They have amperage, just AC. They have non-contact voltage. Let me turn it on. A non-contact voltage detector. Have, like I said, the torch up here. Let me turn that on for you. Oh, it's from here. I hit it wrong. That's the torch right there. And let me turn some light on here. That's the torch right there. Have the backlight also. Have large numbers here. You have the rail button. You have a range button. You have a min-max, and it's rated true RMS. You have continuity. You have resistance. You have diode testing and capacitance. You have a holster back here, a holder back here for your magnetic strap when you want to hang it up. That's nice. And you have a place here to store your meters. Store your probes. For example, I'll show you right now. Store your probes, which will be in there like that. And also, if you decide, hold on, guys, hold on. If you had to take a measurement, for example, you can always put this in here like this. Hold one in your hand, and you make your measurements. Let me raise this up just a little because I see it's making me, okay. And if you want to take a measurement, you could do that. Or, I don't know if they're close. I never tried it like this before, and it's too far apart. The Klein has one that's like this, but it's not a fork meter like this one, but you could put both of them in the little probe holders, and it's positioned just, the diameter is wide enough where you just hold it, put both of them in, and you can just plug it inside the receptacle like it is. Now, anyway, like I said, this is a real good meter. Very good. I think it's a real good meter. It's rated for Cat 3, 600 volts. I have a 6,000 count display. Have, like I said, a whole button. It takes, I think it's two AAA batteries it takes. The test leads itself, it's mediocre. It's not all, it's not all that, but it's not nothing to whine about either. So the price of this thing, brand new, you may find it on eBay. I got a real good deal on it, a very good deal on it. It wasn't that I was out looking for one like this, but I got a very good deal that I could not pass up. But the original price for something like this, brand new, was like $82. That's the max I've seen. Now, I've seen them cheaper than that also on eBay, very cheaper than that. But $82 is the max that I've seen for this one. And it's the Ideal 61-4405. It's the split jaw voltage tester. I think that's the correct name they had for it. Now, and it's rated Cat 3, 1,000 volts, and Cat 4, 600 volts, according to this, and 200 amps, okay? So, now, also, what I wanted to say was about this, was this one right here, by the HT 100. This is sold under several other names. I don't know the original manufacturer of this one, but it's sold by several other people. Now, but this one have a few features also too that you'll be surprised that it have. In fact, let me read some out to you that it have. If I can find my notes. Hold on a minute. All right, the HT 100. Volts, AC, DC, and this is auto testing. Whatever you're testing, whatever you're testing is going to just switch to that selection. It could be a capacitor, it could be AC voltage, DC voltage, things like that. It will switch to it on its own. Now, it has volts AC DC. It's rated for 200 amps AC. Have ohms, continuity, diode mode, hold, and non-contact voltage detection on here. And I think that's pretty good. But, guys, you're going to see the price of this thing. Brand new HT instruments. You know how much they want for this? You're going to drop when I tell you. They want $195 for this thing. $195. Did you hear me? Yes, I said that. $195. I saw it. And, the leads are mediocre at best. They also have the little storage right here in case you want to put your leads right here together to make it, let's see. If you want to hold it the same way like I showed you about with the Ideal, if you want to put it right there. Now the size, I really do, if this is not your main meter, I kind of like the size of it because it's manageable. It's not too big, it's not too small, but the price would run me away, and some of the features on here, and it's also true RMS, So, um, it got some good qualities about it. But for $195, I would turn away and run from this. It's just so happened that I got this from HT Instruments. They sent it to me to do a review and they let me keep it. But if I had to buy it myself, I don't think I would. No, I don't think I would. And I could find another one just like this by another brand, the same exact one for much cheaper. In fact, I think Greenlee has the same. Oh no, Greenlee sells the same one for $134. The same rebrand. Okay, and I think Mega sell theirs for $153, and Etchtech sell them for $132 for the same rebranded meter. Though it's now there are a lot of fork meters on the market. At the moment, I only have these two, and I just want to give you some of the prices that's out there. Fluke has one, and it's called the T5 1000. They want $180 for it. Like I said, Greenlee have the same one right here. It's called a CSJ-100. It's $134. HT Instruments, which is this one right here, they want $195 for it. Klein have one, it's the CL360. They want $74.99, $74.99. Megger has one. This one is the same rebrand. It's $153. Etchtech has the same rebrand. They want $132 for this, and the model number is MA-160 open jaw. I'm sorry, and the Mega one's like it's DCM 330 fork meter, same one, $153. Now FLIR has one. The model number is VT8-1000. They want $149. Harbor Freight has one that's loaded. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you guys to go pick none of these things, but Harbor Freight has one. It's by the name of their meter is by Ames. I think that's the name of it. And the model number is CM200A. Electrical tester. Check out what all they have on this one. They have volts AC DC, 200 amps AC. They have low Z. They have microamps. They have ohms, continuity, capacitance, diode, hertz, temperature, non-contact voltage detection, backlight. They have an rail button on there. And they only want $49. Milwaukee has one, model number 2206-20, fork meter. They want $139 for this. And Ideal have this one right here. This is the newest one they have by Ideal. They only want $82. So guys, gosh, my goodness. But anyway, I know there's a convenience using these things here. You don't have to worry about clamping it around and letting you just see a wire and just put it through like that. And you can't beat that. You can't beat the convenience. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna do this little test right here, and we're gonna just move right along. I'm gonna turn the microwave on, and I'm gonna put this on amperage, and we're gonna see what each one of them can put out. I'm gonna turn this right here. Hopefully, you guys can see. Okay, and we'll see just what it puts out. Let me move the camera over some so we can see that. So I'm gonna turn the microwave on. Okay, here we go. $14.3, 4. Let me make sure I got it all the way in there. So I think that's 14.1, but let me turn the backlight on. You guys can see that. I was going down to 13. Okay, so, but it was 14. There you go, 14. So, 14. So let me do this one. It's drawing 14 amps. And this one is drawing 15.5. 15.4. 15.3 amps. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Now one is saying we're saying 14.7. Okay, so that's like spot on. Let me put this one where that one was and make sure I get a good reading on there. Okay, guys, so the idea was telling me it's 13.2. I don't think that's right, but that's the thing about these fork meters. You have to have them in a certain spot, like below these two little lines right here, and I do have that. So I have it right there. So, but it's still giving me a reading of 13.2. Let me try this one. And it's giving me a reading, same thing, of 14.5, 14.6. So guys, believe it or not, this one is much more accurate than this one. It started out okay, but after a while, so let me try this again, just to give it another try. I have it between, you see I have it between the lines, and it's telling me it's 12.8. Hold on a minute, let me just press the hold button. Okay, here we go. Look at this, same spot. And this one is telling me, they also have a backlight on here too, guys. Got to mention that. That was 14.3 something. So out of the two, guys, this one would be the most accurate. This one would be the most accurate out of the two. I don't know what else to tell you. You saw it for yourself. But anyway, guys, don't want to hold you any longer. I hope you enjoyed the little video and the little test that I put it through. The winner out of the two, the most accurate was this one, because what we tried to reach was 14.7, and I should have hit the whole button, but you saw it yourself. It was 14.6, 14.7, and this one was more like spot on. This one started out pretty good. It was 14 point something. Then all of a sudden, it went down, and it stayed down to like 13. So it was off. It was off. Still within spec, but it was off. But this was more accurate out of the two. So again, like I said, this is the winner, the HT100. Guys, I want to tell you thank you, and until next time, don't forget to leave a comment, hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button. And if you do hit the subscribe button, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you'll receive notification of all my upcoming videos and the past videos. And you guys take care, and peace out.